everybody, and welcome to Dream Again. When we finally say yes to all that is inside of us, can we just take a moment of silence for this new series that I am absolutely so ecstatic about? It's called It Doesn't Take a Superstar, and I love it because it is exactly where I'm at. When I tell you that I'm in this journey together with you, I'm in this journey together with you. And this series is to remind you that it doesn't take a superstar to get to where you want to go. It doesn't take this ultra glamorized, perfect person that we obsess about in our minds. You know, we look at their Instagram from time to time or compare ourselves to. You and all your flaws are the perfect fit for your dreams. So this week's topic is use what you got. We often follow people on social media that we aspire to be like, and these people seem to have everything at their disposal. It's not fair, with an endless budget to do whatever it is that they want. But if you're like me and you're just starting out, executing your ideas, you don't have the limitless supply like that. You don't have things at your disposal like they do. So that's why I love this quote from Teddy Roosevelt that says this: do what you can with what you have where you are. So I like this quote because it's saying that you truly have absolutely no excuse. You have all the resources that you need to right now. And I can see you guys looking around like, honey, I don't have the resources, and I'm here to tell you, honey, yes, you do, okay? The first part of that quote is do what you can. You guys, I wish that I had a full day's work time to work on Dream Again. But you guys, I don't. I'm a category manager at my job. I have 2 children. I have a husband. These things alone need my time and my focus. So I have to schedule time each week to work on this project. Oftentimes it's at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning when everybody's sleeping, or it's at 4 a.m. on weekdays for about 25 to 30 minutes, or on Sundays after church for a couple hours. During those times, you guys, I just do what I can. Doing what you can means that you maximize the time that you have by setting boundaries, cutting off distractions, and learning that it's okay if something fully doesn't get complete. I think that sometimes we put unnecessary stress on ourselves because we think we should be further along than we are. But as long as we're maximizing our time, we are going to get to where we're supposed to be. But whatever you do, do not compromise time with the people that you love and that are important to you. Don't compromise your source of income. I have seen people lose their jobs because they put projects in front of their work. I've seen people lose their families because they put projects in front of their family. So don't do that. The second part is do what you can with what you have. So you may not have a professional videographer or photographer, so grab a friend and use your phone. You may not have a person to create flyers or pamphlets, so do your best by using free apps to help you. That's what I have to do. You can create your own websites and business cards for a very inexpensive price if you do the research. You'd also be amazed at the help and the expertise that you can get just by simply asking. So some of you guys need to let down your pride and just say, hey, can you help me? And you might have not have thought about this, but you are connected to so many people with gifts. How can they help you? How can you help each other? There are websites and businesses designed to offer quality electronics, baking utensils, hardware for a discounted price. Look at those discounts. Look for those discounts. They're there. With that being said, some of you have to release expectations for the way that you want things done, because in this season, it may not be able to happen. And some of you guys are probably like, so are you telling me to settle? No, I'm not telling you to settle, but I'm telling you to be realistic. So like, for example, you may want to record videos in a designer leather chair. Well, honey, you don't have the money for a designer leather chair. You're going to have to work with a faux leather chair. So I say that because it doesn't mean that down the line, you won't have the best of the best, but for now, you have to use your resources that are near you. And I had to learn this. I wanted to, for these videos, to have my own studio because I wanted to change all the backdrops to kind of coincide with my topics. I wanted to have multiple cameras to get different views. I wanted to have the best of the best lighting. But guess what? That's not what I have, and that's okay. I'm working with a friend, and we're both helping each other in our gifts to get these videos done, and it's awesome. So you'd be amazed at what is produced, and let's just appreciate the small beginnings so that you can later appreciate the larger end. And I'm preaching to myself. Now, the last portion is with where you are. Now, some of you have these outstanding ideas to help people across the world, but in this season, you have a job and you have a family. So yes, it's great that you want to help others in big forums and capacities, but what about those in your own home or your workplace? You have this message that you want to get out there, but what about the message that needs to be sent to your family and friends? Are you helping them? There are people who need to be reached within your own four walls. And some of you have these awesome nonprofits that you want to start to reach different countries. And that's awesome too. You're going to get there. But what about impacting your local community? What about impacting your local school or your local church right now? So do what you can with what you have where you are. And that wipes out any excuse to dream again. And the last thing that I want to ask you is, ask yourself what is important. Is it really designer leather chairs or faux leather chairs that are important? No. What's most important is your message that you give to others. It's your message that needs to be heard. So use what you got because you already have all the resources you need to get started. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.